Welcome back to SaberCraft Online. My name is Alfred. Today I am joined by Wauki and Kyra, two of our senior students, as we go ahead and we cover our next CM, which you know, a CM is a choreographed movement, a sequence of individual strikes and defenses that are all coordinated together and placed and boxed into a nice little snippet of movements. That CM that we're going to cover today is going to be a very, very dynamic one. This is one of the most exciting ones. This is CMD. CMD is different than anything that we've covered before. With CMA, you pretty much had your 6 attacks moving forward. With CMB, we took 4 attacks and we repeated them 3 times, over and over and over, where we identified who is the attacker and who is the defender. In CMC, we took elements of CMA and we added 4 additional moves and we created what is CMC. But with CMD, it changes now. The role of the attacker and the defender is going to be switching throughout the choreographed movement. An easy way to look at it is that the attacker will attack 2 times. The defender will then follow with 2 attacks. And then after those 2 attacks, it goes back to the primary attacker. So they're going to be switching as to who is attacking throughout the entire choreographed movement. It has more moves than anything that we've covered so far, but it's not too difficult. Let's take a look. Good, good. CMD, we'll go ahead and we will begin with participant 1 being Wauki. He will begin the CM. And if you take a look at the notation and you see how it's written out, you'll see that he does the first 2 attacks, she does the second 2 attacks, and then he goes on and finishes the CM until she comes in for a thrust. We're going to go ahead and we're going to break it apart now, and let's take a look at it in slow motion, step by step. So the beginning of the CM begins with Wauki, participant 1, beginning with 2 attacks. He will come in with a 1 and then with an 11. At this point, the tide turns and the defender then goes in to become the attacker. Kyra will step forward, signaling that she is attacking, and she will strike with a 2 and then follow it up with a 10. So let's take it back now. And let's watch that again in slow motion. Participant 1 steps forward and he comes in with a 1, 11. Participant 2 retaliates and comes in with a 2 and a 10. Reset. You'll notice that as the CM begins, participant 1 comes in, stepping forward, as the role of the attacker is moving forward. The defender, she could either hold her ground or step back. Let's watch that in motion. Okay. We've gotten the first 4 moves down. Let's go ahead and let's see where it goes to next. The attacker begins with the 1 and the 11. Participant 2 then steps forward with a 2 and 10. Participant 1, the tide turns once again. This time, he will attack with a 3 followed by a 9. The tide turns once again. Participant 2 now retaliates with a 4 and an 8. Let's watch it from the beginning. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8. The next set of moves, starting from the top. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8. Wauki is going to finish this up. As you see, we started at the very top, and now we're going towards the bottom. So as we've covered the head, we've covered the shoulders, we've covered the arms, we've covered the hips. So now we move down to the knees and legs, which is our 5 and 7. 5, 7. Let's reset. Participant 1 attacks 1, 11. Participant 2 attacks 2, 10. Participant 1 attacks 3, 9. Participant 2 attacks 4, 8. Participant 1 attacks 5, 7. Here, participant 1 is then going to take his saber up and deliver it down for a 12 complete as participant 2 steps out of the way. They will turn and they will face each other. Participant 2 now will become the aggressor, and she will take her saber and hold it in a thrusting motion, also known as a 0. She will be coming in for the midsection for participant 1. Participant 1 is going to block that particular move. Now, when she is attacking him, she is not going to strike directly into the chest because this is combat choreography. She is going to aim just outside. So she is aiming a little bit far to the right, signaling to her opponent that he needs to make sure that when he blocks with his saber, it's going to cross his body. As you can see from this motion here, Wauki is taking his saber and he's holding it rather than in a standard grip and bringing it across. This gets dangerous because you'll notice that there's a huge chance that he might get his knuckles hit by Kyra's saber. So instead what he will do is he will turn it down and swing it across like a cape or a curtain. In this move, you'll notice that he goes ahead and he brings his arm about a shoulder's length and he aims his saber down. In this motion, simply doing this, he is pushing her saber out of the way. So let's go ahead and reset. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 12. 0. There's actually one more strike. What you will notice is that participant 1, as he dodges and blocks that move at the exact same time, he will take his saber and bring it down and swing it pretty much from down to up. Let's watch that again slowly. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 12. Complete. Turn around. She comes in with a 0. He curtains it. There we go. That final swing. Can we see the direction, the same direction that you did it in? He lets go with one hand and he brings the saber up and around in front of his chest. And what it does is that it builds distance between him and his partner. You will notice as well that Kyra is doing the same thing as well. Let's watch it again. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 12. They step aside, she comes in forward, he curtains, they step, and they finish. The finishing pose. Go ahead. The sabers are up. They're by the head. It's almost, it seems like a defensive posture, just in case if something was coming from above. You will notice that in the last move, they both do what is a 6. So the 6 is pretty much coming from the bottom up. Reset. 6. Reset. 6. Reset. 6. It's almost like a reverse 12 complete. 12 complete. Reset. 6. Usually, when you are striking with a 6, you are not moving forward because there is a large chance that you will strike your opponent, which is not what we do here. Rather, when you do your 6, you will be taking a step back to ensure that your saber never makes contact with your opponent. So let's watch that again. 12 complete. She moves out of the way. 6. Kyra, hold the position. 6. Consider your 6 as a final defensive posture. So let's watch the entire thing in motion. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 12, complete. Turn, look at each other. 0, curtain, 6, and step. Let's watch that again. Begin. 1, 11, 2, 10, 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7, 12, complete. Step, look at each other. 0, curtain, 6s, hold. The telegraph signal for CMD is taking your saber and doing a reverse. You will recall that CMC, you did a forward flourish. CMD, you do a reverse flourish. And again, you only need to do 2 so your opponent can see what's happening. You don't have to stay in there continually doing it, waiting for your turn, but rather 1, 2, and you're ready to go. And by signaling, you are telling your opponent that you are attacking, which means that you begin with the 1 and the 11. Let's watch it in motion. If you know how to dance, or if you have any dancing experience, it comes into play with this particular CM because you're constantly moving back and forth. As she begins the attack, she goes ahead and she takes a step forward. I take a step back. She takes a step forward. I take a step back. I now step forward. She steps back. I step forward. She steps back. She steps forward. Forward. I step forward. Forward. She steps forward. 1, 2, and she's out of the way. I turn and I immediately face her. She faces me. I prep my saber at about a chest level, coming in for a stab. But again, I'm pushing off to the side. I come forward, I take my saber, I complete my 6 while taking a step back. She completes her 6 while taking a step back. Let's watch that again. In this example, as both participants are going back and forth in this particular CM, you're gonna notice that Kyra does something a little interesting. She adds a little flourish to her final move. She, instead of stepping forward with that 6 and bringing it across her body, she decides to throw in a forward flourish that goes behind her back. It looks very, very pretty. It's very dynamic. Let's take a closer look at it as she does it. There, now you can do whatever you want. This over here and over here. Yeah, yeah, done.
Same thing?
Same thing. You could do whatever you want now. You could do, yeah, we covered it.
So if you wanted to try doing the scoop, you can. If you want to do the flourish, it doesn't matter. Okay.
You're good to do whatever you want. You're gonna switch back and forth, yep. But staying in the same angle, okay? Begin. Hold. All right, now, this line here, that line there, that line there. You could go however you want, whatever direction. You're going back and forth the Lumina style, non-stop.
Keep those numbers accurate.
I know. Yeah.
Blinding, right? That's only half the brightness.
Oh, I'm talking about this one.
Oh, that one's also blinding.
No, I just turned
And
it
it
off.
turns off.
Yeah, it's very straight as well.
I know, I'm sorry. Okay. You want me to?
Start again. Julie attacks first. Start again.
It's the nerves.
As with any choreography, any way that you want to add flair to your particular moves, even signature moves, the way how you move, it's up to you. So if you choose to come in at a low angle, or you want to stay up at a high angle, it's really up to you. You'll notice that this choreography here that's been going on, it's been very upright and static. But of course, if one wants to take it down and wants to bend their knees and make approaches differently, it's up to them. Let's watch it again and keep that in mind. She will add her own flares, he will add his own flares, and they will go ahead and they'll make it a little bit more brilliant. With that, we complete CMD. Very simple. We utilize every single number in our choreography system, from the 0 all the way through the 1 through 12. Not that difficult, adds a lot more movement than before, and really gets you in sync with your partner. If you want to know more, go to SaberCraft.org to learn more about our notation system and about our various CMs. If you're interested in following us on Facebook or subscribing to our YouTube channel, we welcome that. Thank you.